4 everyday teenagers set out to put an end on the age-old debate, a debate that has lasted the test of time. Can political commentary be found in comics?
It goes back to X-Men. That was like one of the early ones that had any political commentary. That was during the civil rights movements during the 60s, which was dealing with that. So it's always been there, and I've always been used to that. If you want to dig deeper, Professor X's views on, well, politics were more like Martin Luther King, and Magneto's more about kind of like Malcolm X. He was more extreme, and Professor X was more like We Are the World, and they just conflicted with that, as Magneto's like, we're the better race, we want to get rid of humans, and Professor X, let's not get like that. So very similar at the same time that was coming around.
A lot of the comic book characters were created in the 30s and 40s or the 60s, where there was this assumption that that the readers of comics or the fan base of comics or the people making comics were all white males. And I think there's been a lot of interest in increasing that representation as the audience of comics has really grown.
I think it's very obvious that a lot of African American men, black men in general, who are unarmed and innocent, have been shot by police, and that, I guess, Luke Cage being bulletproof is an obvious metaphor that he's kind of has to be bulletproof.
Some of the early comics that I read were just excerpts I'd seen from like comics in the 70s that were about race and sex and all that, and I mean, that's something that I think is still just the main thing in comics. There's also straight up comics about history or revisionist history, whether it be like fantastical or whether it holds something that's like, you know, a much more serious comment.
Batman is special because he's rich. It allows him to do buying stuff and taking down bad guys.
Wait, you're still here? Oh. Well, now that you're here, come follow me. Wait, you're already here? Well, these are my friends. We want to thank BAVC. And not only them, but also we, who let us use Mission Comics to film an interview for our movie.
We also want to say thank you to Long, Chloe, and Rylan for letting us interview them.
We would also like to thank all the other people
who made this possible.
Thank you.